Guys, I finally was able to get my preview copies of the upcoming books from DC and Marvel today from a local comic shop because Diamond had been having all their problems. I was fortunate enough to be able to pick them up today. So, on today's episode of Mike's Total Dragon Channel, I'm going to go down the list and talk about which books for upcoming months of DC and Marvel, what they have coming out, which ones are grabbing my attention, which ones I'm going to pass on, which ones I might jump on, I might jump off, etc. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to hop right on into it. So up first, I've got the DC section here that has all the books that are supposed to come out in February. So Zatanna's got a brand new miniseries coming out. They've got her on the cover. And then they've got Don't Miss It down here in the bottom, which if you know anything about Zatanna, you know her power is magic, but she has to speak it backwards. Turn the page over right here. We'll see right at the gate, Justice League Unlimited. I'm reading that, so I'm definitely going to pick this up. Mark Waid, Dan Moore, I love that team. Issue 1 was kind of intriguing to me, so I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to ride with it until it gives me reason to hop off. Batman 157 here says, Dying City concludes in epic oversized fashion. This will be Chip Zdarsky's book, his last issue on the book, and then on the follow-up will be the Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb be taking over. So I've talked about how I've been kind of sad that, not really sad, but I don't understand why Chip Zdarsky's book, his previous 2 years on Batman, was not as powerful as the All-In on Batman. So it's kind of bittersweet that he's getting off of it so soon, just as it's starting to get good. It says here he's got epic oversized fashion, but if you look here on the price, it only says it's $5, so you might be getting some value right there. Batman, I'm going to be picking up. Absolute Batman, I love. Superman, I'm not sure. I've got Josh Williamson's 1 through 20. I've got those issues pulled aside, so I haven't read it yet, so I can't really speak on it. But if once I binge 1 through 20, by the time 23 rolls out, maybe I'll hop on it. So we'll see how that goes. Absolute Superman, I made a decision yesterday, or today's Friday, so Wednesday, I made a decision that I'm not going to be sticking with this. It just hasn't really done it for me. Wonder Woman, absolutely. I'm loving this book by Tom King. Absolute Wonder Woman. Kelly Thompson's killing it, so I'll be sticking with these two. Justice League Atom Project. I think this has to do with the some of the fallout from the Absolute Power storyline, where people's powers got swapped around to different people or what have you. So I'm not sure, but in any case, looking down here at the creative team, John Ridley and Ryan Parrott. The names are kind of familiar to me. I'm sure I've definitely read stuff by John Ridley before and Ryan Parrott. I think he did a whole bunch of Power Rangers comics that I have. But in any case, I don't think I'm going to pick this one up. Zatanna 1. Maybe not. I'm not the biggest fan of Zatanna. I think she works better, kind of like in a team dynamic, or maybe like a out of continuity type story. So, depending on what I hear, I might give it a shot. But as of right now, that's probably a no. New Gods, I'm going to pass on this. I know everyone seems to talk about Ram V, about how great he is, but he's never really jumped off the page for me. But you never can tell. But initially, don't have any plans on picking this up. Aquaman, I really do like Jeremy Adams, I've become a big fan of him over the last year. His stuff on Flash and his Green Lantern. Um, those are some things that have grabbed me of his. So, but Aquaman, it's really tough to jump onto him. I don't have any personal connections to him. I've read the Jeff Johns stuff, but that was more out of the fact that I like Jeff Johns than I like Aquaman. So, this will be like in a holding period. I'll wait and see how people talk about it, what the reviews sound like. Green Lantern Corpse. I'm not sure. It's a huge cast right here, man. Look at that. All these Green Lanterns. So probably like the Aquaman, I'm gonna take a wait and see to it. Green Lantern, I'm going to continue reading this. Green Arrow, I just picked up the all-in issue of that, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm definitely going to be picking these two up. Flash, Black Lightning, no plans to read those. Detective, the first issue didn't really grab me. I got the second issue of Tom Taylor's run, and no real strong plans to pick it up. But even though I know everyone telling me it's so great, and I generally love Tom Taylor, but this one just did not do it for me. Same with Action. Catwoman Pass. Black Canary Best of the Best. Yeah, I'm reading this miniseries. So I'll be picking this one up. Batgirl, I read issue 2 this week, and that's on the chopping block. I'm not going to continue with that. Birds of Prey in general, I kind of enjoy, but I've kind of found myself putting it to the back burner recently. So I doubt I'll proceed with reading that. Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Nightwing, Batman and Robin. Titans, all big nose for all of them. Two-Face, possibly, because it is kind of interesting to see how they're going to make him a lawyer again. But this will probably be something that I'll wait until it wraps up and hear people talk about before I jump into. Although the premise does sound interesting, him getting back into law. Challenges of the Unknown. I might sample issue 1. See how that goes. I do like Christopher Cantwell. JSA by Jeff Lemire, whichever way it's pronounced. I'm enjoying that. Question, I'm going to pass on that. Metamorpho, Element Man. I kind of like him. He's a really quirky character. Al Ewing could be a really good fit for him. I'm not sure if this is an ongoing or a mini, so can't really tell. You can't really tell nowadays. Sometimes the rug gets pulled out and something that's pitched as an ongoing ends up becoming a mini, and then vice versa. But I'll give it a shot initially. Passing on Shazam, Power Girl. And what we have here, Hush-inspired variant covers. Interesting. Are they all Jim Lee? I can't tell. But, they have to... No, I don't think they all are Jim Lee. This one looks cool. This one looks like almost like a Todd McFarlane Spawn homage. No, these can't all be Jim Lee. But I might check out one of these variants depending on how it looks when I see it in person. Passing on that. Passing on this Dark Patterns. Batman and Robin Year 1, I'm really loving. So I'm going to continue with that. Long Halloween, Last Batman. Can we get more titles right here? Batman, The Long Halloween / The Last Halloween. I've been pulling this. I read all my minis, save all my minis for the very end, and then stack them up and read them in one sitting. So I'm doing the same thing with this. Hopefully it turns out good. Sometimes that backfires on me. Then we've got the Hush facsimiles. Black History Month variant covers here. Oh, this Mr. Terrific here looks really cool. And the same with this Nubia. Passing on this Batman 89 Echoes. The novelty of that wore off real early for me. Shadow Cabinet. I don't know much about this. I mean, I'm familiar with the milestone characters and everything, but I haven't heard anything about how good it is or what the general idea of the mini is. Creature Commandos, I'm not reading. Green Lantern Dark, I picked that up. That seems to be a real big delay. It feels like I've had issue 1 for forever, and issue 2 hasn't even come out. They probably have some sort of issue with the book being on time due to the writer and the artist. Maybe there's some sort of issues or something. So I'll pick it up when it comes up, but in order for me to pick 3 up, I need 2 to come out first. DC versus Vampires. I was just talking to the guy at the comic book shop today about how they've ran this into the ground. They basically beat this horse to death. Jenny Sparks passing on that. I have basically given up hope that the part 2 and 3 of this will ever come out. But it's just interesting to see right here at the bottom of the solicitations where they mention that they're going to have the second printing of 1 coming out, and now 2 and 3 will be out in March and April. But I'll believe it when I see it. Passing on all 3 of these right here. Facsimiles. Skipping on all this. Wow, this facsimile is $9. Holy moly. Shit's 10 cents. 10 cents here on cover price. 2024 price is $10. Passing on this Misfits of Magic. And then we're here with some of the DC Finest collection editions. I know people have really been going gaga over a bunch of these. I don't have any of them, but I know both of these stories here are really solid. So if you haven't read either one of these and you get a chance to pick it up in the collected edition, in the DC Finest format, go for it. Definitely hop on that. I mean, not DC Finest, I'm sorry. These are the Finest. These are the compact editions. And people are really raving about these being this small and this price point and the pocket size. I'm reading this currently in miniseries, waiting for it to wrap up. I did read this in mini, and it was real solid. So if you get a chance to pick this trade up, give it a shot, by J.M. DeMatteis. And now we're here into the trade paperback section. I super loved this miniseries right here, Dark Knights of Steel. I enjoyed this as well. Green Gotham City, Year 1. So both of these trade paperbacks that, even though I've read, I don't think I'll double dip, but if I find a good deal, you never can tell. But I recommend them in any case. This right here, I can never recommend this to anybody. It was not the thing, not for me. I just did not enjoy it at all. There's no characterization to any of them I found. In fact, everyone just felt like their role was just, I'm just Batman, I'm just Superman, I'm just Wonder Woman. There was no defining traits of any of them. You know, it felt like something out of a Silver Age Justice League book. I have all these issues individually, but it would be tempting. So now, these are all omnibuses, collected editions. This is solid if you've never read Sean Murphy anything by him before. I picked this up. This is years and years old. I don't know what the original publication date of it was, but I picked it up and got him to sign it when I saw him at a con. So that is everything from DC for this month. Some McFarlane toys for Batman Forever. Now let's get into the Marvel stuff. Rise of Emperor Doom. One World Under Doom. I'm so excited for this because I really love Ryan North. Latest Disney variant. I've been collecting these. So obviously it goes without saying, Rise of Emperor Doom. I'm going to be picking up this. This looks to be like a prelude towards the big One World Under Doom event. Little preview art here. And then we have what some of the covers are going to look like. It's that negative space. Then we got that Mike Mignola. That's beautiful right there. I think this is from a house ad they had where Doom was on a travel brochure. Something like Visit Beautiful Latveria. Wow, Doom Academy. Doom Strike. I'm going to be passing on both of these. I think I would probably just stick to the Ryan North stuff. This book here is the best version. This is just, to me, it's been an incredible version of Storm. I've loved it so much. I've been reading since issue 1, so obviously I'm going to pick up 5. X Factor, that's a no for me. Fantastic Four, of course, I'm always picking that up. Red Hulk, although I generally like Benjamin Percy. I don't have any strong feelings about Red Hulk. Weapon X-Men. Be passing on all of this. Alex Ross cover. Carnage. Be passing on this. Amazing Spider-Man 67, 68, 8 deaths. I've enjoyed this. It's been kind of fun. Says here that Justina Ireland is on it. I thought that Joe Kelly was doing this storyline. Maybe he's only doing the first part of it. I'm not sure. But I'll be interested to see if there's any drop-off in quality between the two writers. All new Venom. I'm passing on that. These are these new J. Michael Straczynski team-ups that he's doing. Captain America and Volstagg. That's an interesting combination. I'll probably give that a shot. That seems like that might have some good character work. By JMS. Sam Wilson, Captain America. I'll be passing on this. This is probably a mini-series they're launching due to the tie-in with the movie coming out. New Champions, passing on that. Deadpool Wolverine. It is by Benjamin Percy. So I'll probably initially give that a try. Oh, look at that. That's an awesome page right there. Yeah, I'm sold on this book just from this page right here. Just from this art. Spidey and His Amazing Friends. Passing on this. Well, it looks like it's got a pretty big following amongst younger kids. I see it on Disney Plus as well. Power Man Timeless miniseries. I'll have to figure out more about this. Most of the Timelesses are just one shot. It's not 5-issue minis. Ultimate Black Panther, I'm enjoying. I'll pick this up. Wolverine, this can probably be a pass on me unless I hear something different. X-Men, I haven't read any of that. I picked up the first issue and thumbed through it and realized it was not the thing for me. Spider-Man, yeah, I'm still digging that. Ultimates, Lord, yes. This is my favorite book of this week. Issue 7 came out. Rogue Savage Land. I don't know if I'll read this week to week. It might be fun to read as a collection if I can manage to pick up all 5 in one shot. We'll be passing on these here. At least initially. A lot of this stuff I'll initially pass on, and I'll pick it up later if I hear some good recommendations from people I know. Some of the stuff, there's so many books out there. X-Men, of course, Jed McKay, I'm picking that up. There's so many good books out there that you can't read everything. So some stuff you have to just wait and let it sit. I'm reading these, but because they're miniseries, I've got them sitting aside to binge them. Phoenix, I've heard good things about it, but haven't read it. Wolverine, I've got 1 through 3, and so far it's been okay. Nothing groundbreaking or anything, just kind of solid work. Pass. Love Gail Simone's X-Men. Exceptional X-Men, absolutely love it. If you would have told me that I would like this book as much as I did, I would have said you were crazy and get off the sauce. But Eve Ewing's really pulled me in with the writing and the characters. Helverine, I read the 5-issue mini of this. So maybe I'll check out issue 1. TVA, Infinity Watch, Daredevil, Red Band, Unleash Hell. I'll be passing all these. This Hell Hunters, I'm definitely going to check that out. I saw the preview of it as like basically Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and Bucky in World War II fighting against the Axis. And that was something that I could definitely get behind reading for 5 issues. And now we're into the facsimiles. See, this is more of a realistic $5 for a facsimile. That kind of makes more sense to me than DC having 10 on theirs. Couple one shot right here, the Women of Marvel. We'll pass on that. Spider-Boy. I do kind of dig this book. So whenever I see a handful of issues in the dollar box, I'll grab it. But I don't read it currently. Deadpool, no. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, no. Spectacular Spider-Men, nope. Spider-Gwen, nope. Friendly Neighborhood, this looks like a tie-in to the TV show they're launching. I do like dogs. So I am a big pet animal guy. So I might pick this up for the fun of it. Iron Man, no, I was one and done. I picked up the first issue of that and couldn't drop it fast enough. Of course, Avengers by Jed McKay. Werewolf by Night, Blade, passing on both of those. I did just binge his Moon Knight Omnibus McKay's, and I loved it. So I'm not reading this regularly, but I definitely have plans to once they make a collected edition of his next installment of Moon Knight. Passing on both of these here. West Coast Avengers, I'm going to be passing on that. Thor, not reading. Scarlet Witch, I'm not reading. Daredevil, I'm reading. Very solid work. But it might be on the chopping block come soon. You know, we're 16, 17 issues in, and it feels like it's just kind of treading water. I did pick up the first 2 trades, this Immortal Hulk, today. So I'm going to binge that. Maybe get caught up on it. I've read a little bit of it here and there, and I've liked what I read. So it's a strong possibility that I'll be up on this at some point. Not reading this Paradise. Any Aliens versus Avengers. Sure, I guess it'll come out sooner or later. Star Wars books. I'm not really familiar. This is Legacy of Vader. Looks like it features Kylo Ren. Yeah, that's a hard no. It's a big hard no for me on any of this Star Wars stuff. These are all the free comic book days things you'll get. Normally I don't grab any of these. I'm in the comic book shop so often that I kind of let the new folks, the people that are new to comics, I let them get all the freebies. There's no need for me to take any book. I've been reading comics for so long. Let somebody else get a share. A couple of the Stormbreaker covers. The Marvel Premiere Collection. I guess this is kind of like Marvel's answer to the DC Finest and DC Compact. I have most of this stuff I have this in omnibus form, and $14.99 you get the first 15 or first 14 issues right here of basically the story in which Bucky comes back. So that's looks like you could pick up some solid books here, some essential runs for $15. I wonder if they're going to, well, that's, the epics are normally like $40 something, so I guess it's like a half-priced epic. Instead of getting 30 something issues or 20 something issues, you're getting 15. I've got a complete Mark Grunwald Captain America run upstairs in single issues I got to break out one time, so I doubt I'll be picking up any of these omnibuses. I read all of the Marvel 2-in-1 about 2 years ago. It's really fun. Each issue is basically one and done. You know, you have a lot of cool thing team-ups. So if you want some really cool Bronze Age comics, jump on this. Passing on all this stuff right here. So many of these omnibuses just seem unnecessary. Now we're into the trade paperbacks to get you caught up if you missed the first handful of issues for Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man. Gail Simone's trade. The Phoenix trade. I'm skipping on all these. Venom War. Yeah, I don't have any idea. Venom War, Star Wars. Yeah, pass. Pass on that. They'll probably sell 1 million of these. This run still fondly remembered all these years later, and it's been like 20 something years. ROM. I've got a full run of that upstairs in single issues. Bill Mantlo really was the dude for licensed property during this time period. It seems like he wrote all of them. And we got a couple more epic collections here. This was fun. Chip Zdarsky just doing, I think it was 4 or 5 issues. No, it was 12 issues, I'm sorry. Of this was in between the time when the Fantastic Four didn't have a book. And Chip Zdarsky was writing this, and it basically just featured Johnny and Ben. We got a couple other trades here. And then some posters, if people are still doing posters in 2024. So that wraps up the Marvel books for February. So I saw a lot of things that kind of grabbed my attention. Most of it is stuff that I'm reading right now and I'm going to continue to read. But in any case, that is a look at the books that will be coming out in February. So I hope you guys got a chance to see some of the solicitations, and hopefully a couple books caught your eye and got you kind of excited about what's coming out. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Stay warm out there, and bye-bye.